Arroyo Harbor, Fort Bragg, east of Fort Bragg. Guess his whole life he'd been out there at the beach. Everybody has a different thermostat.
Yeah. Marine's always cold. Always.
You live in Palm Springs, blood gets so thin that when you go to some place that's cold, you're really cold because your blood's so thin.
So it's acclimation then to the weather then.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of truth to that, because it must have been 96 when gasoline went to $1 a gallon. I refused to buy it, and I was not going to buy gasoline and pay that much for it. So I rode a bicycle for a couple years, and I rode it back and forth to work, and then Marie's dad got really, really sick and was going to pass away, so we had to make a trip down to Southern California, and it was over Thanksgiving, and I was all set up. God, I was riding in the rain every day. It didn't bother me at all, and I went down there, and we spent 2 weeks down there on the beach in Fort Hueneme, and when I come back, there was no way in hell I could ride that bicycle.
As your long johns on and everything else?
I just, your blood thins out.
Well, I got a Homer.
Put the pistons together.
Nice, yeah, it ought to run good.
That's the hope. That's why we're redoing everything to make it all new.
It's going to be a brand new Jeep.
Yep, brand new 1974 Jeep when I'm done.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet out here this morning.
I think it's nice. About 5 o'clock or 5:30. Yeah, I jumped on that. I'll get one of these. I have, even if it makes me a little sick the next day.
The world, but they have duped a vast percentage of the population in this country to throw in with this ridiculous ideology that Marxism is good, and it got a lot of people duped. So I think they're about to see the wonderful days. Yeah, keep
the shout. The Lord is still in charge.
there. N70IT, and then her friend of many, many years, and they share the place here, April. And so, she has a very, very severe case of Parkinson's, and she's the one that would love to have computer programming on this modern digital television. And maybe you can just give me some hints, since self-service is pretty limited here. I was thinking about that. Maybe if you can, what would we get? What kind of connector or apparatus to do that? Over.
Okay, we will talk about that on the phone after the net. That if it's a new smart TV, there are options there. So we'll find out about that. Very good. Do you have any idea what the temperature there is just out of Malala?
Oh, I should have looked at it. I would say it's probably in the 40s, but extremely wet. Over.
Yeah, wet. I'm just going to write that one down. All the degrees are wet. Like a wet noodle. Okay, well, let's find out what the temperature is over in Oroville. KT7C8, Carlos.
Okay, nothing to go. Well, Steve, the Juanita, nice. Give you on the radio again. I was trying to remember what was the last time we crossed paths. I'm not so sure if it was
not solo, some other place, but government, thank you for being here this morning. And Dave, oh well, those are surprise, eh? And I don't know if you want to send somebody else in my minute to see there. They got some great too. But, well, thank you for volunteering, you know. My wife and my daughter asked me a couple of times, but they were going to put in practicing and stuff like that to do that. But I did the only one, and was another good, so I was no more. But anyway, 25 I said, yeah, and means I'm going to have to use a snowblower for the group.
Oh, you bet. I'm going to have the other piece of meatloaf I had left over for lunch today. And then I'll have meatloaf dinner again tonight, and that'll be all gone. Let them eat what the hell they want. I'm eating meatloaf.
The other day, we got one of those bone-in spiral cut hams that they got that are pre-cooked and what have you. So we put one of those in the oven last night and warmed that all up.
Is that like a honey-based?
Yeah, it comes out like that. They even give you a glazed packet in there and stuff that you, once you get the thing up to temperature, you pull it out and uncover it out of the foil and put the glaze all over it, and you throw it back in for 10 minutes at 4 1/4. So I'll be carving into that today for breakfast. We'll take slabs off of that, throw it on the flat top along with our hash browns and eggs.
Got it. That's good. That's what I had yesterday morning was ham and eggs.
Yeah, we've been buying these little, I don't know how they're so little, but at Sherm's they've got a whole big old freezer thing full of these little hams. They're, they're bigger than the softball. But, they're honey cured or smoked. I don't
I guess that's pretty unusual. I wonder what's the context behind it. I'm going to have to take off here a little early. It's good to hear from everyone. So we'll pass her over to Sam. And good morning to Wes as well. FTU, KJ7FHK, so you can probably, but anyway, 73CFW8XZBO. I'm off to Claire, and I'll wait for Rich.
また番組についてのご意見やご感想、リクエストなどもお待ちしております。お手紙、おはがき、E メール、いずれでも結構です。宛先は郵便番号10040、北京市設計番号等16号、中国国際放送局日本語までお願いします。メールアドレスは NISAO2180。次は2番席でした。2番席。
We'd also like listeners to know about Z Azalea Natural Skincare, illuminating your skin's heritage with skincare and pampering. They are based in Portland and can be found on their website.
PDXh0b0, PDXh0b0. PDXh0b0, WD7SKY. We have a good week. And avoid the animals and all that other kind of stuff. Change your drivers and we go again, we get on every evening 160. How did your antenna tune up on 160, Ken?
It's close to being flat.
Good deal. I was told I get a fairly good signal out on 160. I love 160. It's just like talking on the telephone. Man, it is so clean. Every now and then it gets a little scratchy, but basically super clean. I just got an inverted B on 160. Works pretty good too.
Actually, it's usually quieter here on 80 than it is on 160 for me. I get more noise on there.
Oh, I have zero noise. I look at the meter and there is zero noise on 160. I like the emails you send. No, but did you send me the one with Santa Claus sitting on Pelosi's chimney? Oh, that one cracked me up.
Trey Tango Zulu, Mike, Lake Tap, dropping by to say hi.
Mike, yeah, I wrote the full call. I got the X-ray taken through, but I just came up with you. Call
Okay. Thanks for your weather. From River Grove, we've got it. Have a good day yourself. Grant, Gilliam, Hardy, or Hood River. Jackson, Jefferson, Josephine, Klamath, Lake, or Lane. Lincoln, Lynn.
Wide open. It's cut alpha, flat romps and soft.
And those Kenwoods are fine pieces of equipment. I've used them so long. I happen to be operating on an ICOM 7300 right at the moment, but it's feeding an amplifier, a Henry 3K. So we're putting out, let's see, if I look over there, about 1,100 watts or so this morning. So it's doing its job for us here, but it's nice to have you aboard. Love to have additional check-ins, and you listen up there with us, and maybe you'll kind of get an idea of what we talk about and how we handle it here. You're an even dozen for us, a 12th check-in to our group this morning. Nice to have you. Let's go back up to Alpha Echo 7, Delta Mike, off to the west side of Spokane, and you tell us your positivity factors there, David.
Okay, 87 GM here. Welcome, Jerry. I'm out 67 miles away by your service. Looks like they're mostly tested and I will be positive, so I can get a workout that I don't have to worry about being tested positive. At least for some time. So that's a good thing.
Okay, Dave. I'm sorry, but the logistics of that one leave me somewhat confusicated. And by the way, I'm wondering if you have your amplifier on this morning, because your signal has been about 10 to 15 over 9, and that time it actually dropped down to S9.
Yeah, the amplifier should have it on, but I was just pushing 200 watts. I haven't tried to figure out what's wrong. So right now I'm barefoot at 100 watts. So I guess I maybe didn't tell you guys the story about a job we had in Alaska, so I'll make that one quick and let you know. So we had a job to do up in Alaska. It was a one-day job. However, into Alaska, you have to take a probate test. And you have to be there within 72 hours of the test. So if you don't get your information back, and you have to take off on a plane, if you show up in Alaska with a positive test, you're stuck in a hotel for 14 days. You can't leave. You can't leave Alaska. You can't go anywhere at your own expense. You have to stay in a quarantine for 14 days. So if you end up with a false positive and you're not sick, we're still stuck in Alaska for 14 days on a one-day job that there's no way they can make any money at. So now I can do that job and a few others because I'm sure I won't be positive. So that's the positive.
I'm still in a tailspin here with this positive, this negative. Okay, we'll leave that one on the table for further examination. Anybody that wants to tell me how that works, I'm open to the enlightenment factor. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else out there that would like to join the discussion. I think that we've given everybody the opportunity now, but we'll try one more time.
Maybe Lauren can explain that.
Well, let's jump down there to N70MP and ask him, Lauren, how in the world can you be positive and still be negative?
Well, I don't like to give medical advice over the radio, but I don't think that's good thinking. The test is positive now with a blood test. It's going to be positive there. So, My advice is not to go, but
That's kind of how I thought it might be, and Dave's got a different understanding of this, so I guess we may better just let this one lie. And Dave, I think you need a second opinion on your positivity factors. Okay. Let's see, I think it's time for...
Because it's not really a capacitor as we normally think of as a capacitor. It's just two pieces of metal that are separated by mica, I think, as I recall. You have to cut those out and then put in a actual hard component to match that. So, you know, Hammerlin was cutting corners back in those days, you know, here and there. They were starting to have some money problems. So, you know, I mean, it's typical of any organization, I suppose. But anyway, sounds like you got a bunch of parts, and good for you to keep those things going. And yeah, I think it is Hugh that has the Drake line. Of course, Bob, K7QKV, has Drakes here, and I think that he has some 12 volts of those tubes instead of 6 volts, or maybe vice versa. And he just rearranges the filaments so they're in series rather than in parallel. And you could use the 12 volt tubes then, and they're practically, they give away the 12 volt. I mean, the 12 volt rendition to those tubes, and there's just, you know, nobody uses them, but you can use them in the commercial. I'm going to talk to you today. I know she called me today, and I didn't see that. So I'll give him a call today and see if he still has it. Well, I hear somebody dinging my cell phone, so I'll get to you in just a minute. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Gary. Sure hope you get that fixed. Seems to me I had a carcass Apache here, and I think Jim, WLU, ended up with that, and I'm almost sure there was a power transformer on it. I'm not positive. I know I had a Apache. I'm not really sure what I did that. I think Jim got that, so that might be a place that you could find one of those. And let's see, Brett, I'll tell you, you sound great this morning. And you know, I'm not one to hold back on signals. I usually tell you that, you know, that's not as loud as other stuff, but boy, it does sound hi-fi this morning. It really does. You just rocking in here, not the driving through the room with a huge snowplow that you usually come through in, but it's just nice and mellow and just strong. So that really does sound good. So kudos to you. It does sound very, very nice. And let's see, Herb, you're still blasting in here. Yeah, Herb is about almost exactly a mile, maybe a mile and a half north of me, Bob. I mean, Herb gets on and I can hear his fingerprints. He's pretty strong here. So, okay, I'm here talking to the scout. That was VD6XJ up there at Calgary. He's kind of a new addition to the AM group here, but boy, he comes slamming in here early in the morning and then nighttime. So, but kudos on you with that 7300 and some watts. Yeah, when the band is right, boy, you can make it. That's 25 watts. And things seem to be turning around here as we're in the winter. But I also have noticed that, boy, after about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the fan just dies.
Yeah, boy, that's all just very cool. That's a neat name. I'm glad you got the remote rig working. You're nice and strong over here, and I'm sure you are all the way up the coast, Jerry. Appreciate hearing from you today. All is well in Astoria Harbor.
Yeah, it settled down about 11 o'clock last night. It was rock and rolling for a while. I thought I was sleeping in a washing machine, you know. It was fun. And it's raining off and on. It's still wet, but can't complain about the weather, especially with a week to go to Christmas.
Well, that was a huge storm that came in. We got 2.6 inches of rain in the last 24 hours, so I knew it must have been whistling through there. Boy, it's got to be if it's going to make the water inside the breakwater lumpy, that's for sure. Well, sure appreciate hearing from you. We got you down as a Marine mobile, and we'll cheat it there. We need all the boats we can get this time of year, Jerry. Good morning.
Okay, and thanks for the visit, and I'll try to check in here once in a while and be a little bit more consistent. And this remote rig got to work pretty good when I'm up and down the river between Lewiston, Idaho, and the Columbia River bar.
The street that campers on it, well, for quite some time, for several years. Now the street is totally loaded with RVs from one end to the other. It's maybe a block and a half or so long there. And everything else, there's 2 campers there, and they're pretty close together. End to end, they're in the street, and right in the middle is just a big burn pile. It looks to me like it's got so bad in there, they've actually put in a dumpster, and it was full of junk today, so I guess the city or whoever got that. They even got a water station in there for these guys. It's just totally turned into nothing but a mess. It's unbelievable. I drove down there yesterday. I just drove down and back and forth on it. And it's pretty incredible what's different.
Let's see, I can't see it. I can't find the outdoor, but usually it goes down a little bit when the rain comes. But
way over that thing down to the zip while he was talking, and I would say, boy, that's a weird band. Yeah, I think that some part thing had to do with it. Petered out, didn't it? Right, I know that too. Even the signals from Southern California were usually, 20, 30 over, they just went away through it. And all of a sudden there's like one signal on the whole thing.
Okay. If you run a quarter wave at the right velocity factor and everything, you think you have one of those fins like I use for my...
Good. I managed to get into the Bainbridge Island 6-meter repeater and the Bellingham one, but still haven't got into the one on Blinn.
I don't think the one on Blinn is really on, so I think you've done well. Do you remember what the frequency is for Bellingham?
No, I found it on the internet. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, the 10-meter one, you mean? 29.68, that's the 10-meter one. Nick, did you do a 10-meter one on Bellingham or a 6-meter one?
All on 6 meters, and the one on Bainbridge was actually tied into a 440 repeater.
That's right. It makes an announcement that tells you the frequency when you check into it. I say that's right. It makes an announcement of the 440 frequency when you check into it.
Yeah, I've got one of those here, actually. Not 3500 though.
Kings chapter 13 and verse 5. But the birth of this child, this good news of great... He is Malshaw, and he's going to be with the Candyman coming up. And his question was, how often should I change bead color if I'm fishing in...
There's also, like I said before, more than... Think of a way that...
That's what Brian was talking about, but specifically William.
시각 표현과 함께하는 아웃서브가 거의 주체가 되기 때문에 보다 흔하게 사용돼요. 통은 여권을 받게 되면 영국을 떠날 수 있는 서류가 갖춰졌음을 설명했어요. 是的，他这个是过前面经过。校园任在上海百代唱片公司特别万岁向着银河系统的奉献，以此表达对人生具有。
안녕하세요. 잉글리시 캐더 시간입니다. 저는 백성이고요. 오늘은 자동차에 대한 사람들의 생각을 변화시키는 BBC의 단편 영화에 대해 이야기할 거예요. 제임스와 필은 우리가 담배의 위험성을 어떻게 생각하는지와 마찬가지로 이를 신중하게 다뤄야 한다고 합니다. 함께 살펴볼게요. 예를 들어, your mind는 당신의 생각을 바꾸다를 의미해요. 자, 이제 토론의 첫 부분을 들으면서 마인드가 포함된 표현들도 함께 들어볼게요.
Do we need to rethink our relationship with cars? Well, one idea is that we should treat cars with the same caution as cigarettes to help change people's minds.
No, I didn't.
Up near where I think you were talking about, in that upper area up there.
Yeah, the neighborhood I'm thinking of is a pretty nice house, or a pretty nice neighborhood. Some of the Portland area lives in that area. I wish I could remember the name of the street that went off of the TV, off of the Camden Road. Just can't pull it out. Definitely westward, so as you say.
Okay, you're thinking of the one that goes up to Jackson Road. It goes up to, it's the back way up to the hospital. The hospital up there. I know where you're talking about. In fact, Earl Walkman lived up in that area.
Yeah, I'm not aware that this road went to any hospital. I want to say Garden View or Garden something or other.
There's a Garden Home, but that's a different direction. I know exactly what you're talking about because that's where Dr. visit him and Earl Walkman.
Yeah, okay. Now, Garden Home is over in the Multnomah district. Different area.
Raleigh Hill? There's a Raleigh Hill stop, and then I think there's a road that goes up to Raleigh Hill and it goes back up into that area. There are a lot of stops up there. Well, I throw this one out to the nano DNA users. I don't want to I'm going to talk to a little nano DNA over a year ago. And I know there's some newer ones out, but they're like 4 inches or something. And anyways, Dave wanted to buy one, and so I said, well, I'll throw it out in the group here and see if anybody has any data on some of the newer ones that are out there.
Well, the first version
of the 4-inch was the same board, basically, with a 4-inch monitor on it, so it really wasn't much different. And that's the last time I touched into it, so I cannot tell you whether they've improved the board any, the rest of the performance, and or just put a bigger screen on it.
Yeah, the newer version that I saw, I think was a version F, and I think we have a... And it goes also, I think they're advocating up to 3 gigahertz, but looks like they've improved the dynamic range of the...
Well, it's the distributors are getting it. Well, what are the distributors doing with it? Well, I don't know. He comes by once in a while, but he doesn't have any 9mm, doesn't have any 45, doesn't have any 380. And I guess the other one that is really tough to get is the 223 and his companion one that fits both calibers. Oh, 556, 564. Right. Yeah, well, just before all this, just before the election occurred, things started drying up. And up until then, up in Alaska, Sportsman's Warehouse, and the Sportsman's Warehouse up there in Bend, Oregon, man, the shelves were, they had ammunition, powder, everything in a great supply. Fortunately, I thought a number of stuff was reloading. So I can reload all my empties. I don't know bullets and all that drivers. But yeah, I think it's just like before. Last election, the same thing happened, and after the election, and nobody started taking guns. 53 at toasty 53 degrees. And there was 2.49 inches of rain. 2.49, which is nothing compared to Beaver. That was for the last 24 hours. This is W7PUA.
One of the Carolina.
You probably do. W7 fire.
Well, now that was interesting. That was as rapid a set of dits as I've heard in a while. Did you catch that? I guess so. Maybe it was my noise blanker cutting it out periodic. I don't know. Anyway, sounds good. You got the same warm water we got, it sounds like, Roger. Would you put a call out, please?
How fast? 28. There you go, try at 38.
I've been practicing.
But you have, obviously.
I screwed it up, but I was they came to the top of the third, so I don't know, probably the rumor is that he's right though. They'll do it because they can.
Yeah, I know. There's a beautiful, beautiful print. Waters of the Lenoa River, it's about 200 feet deep, and you can see the bottom from the surface. It is so clear and cold. And we used to take the
35. I'm sure he did better. I mean, he really had great samples of burgers. I can understand why the guys, walking in the picnic. And then makes his way into the pond. So if we don't have standing water to deal with, that's just fine with me. And it's just a gesture. Sometimes it doesn't agree with somebody else's argument. We, I guess, have to get along, but.
vak신이 개발되는데 최소 10년 정도가 걸리는데 이번 코로나 왁신은 1년 안에 완성됐죠. 그렇다고 필수 개발 단계들을 건너뛴 건 아닙니다. 왁신 개발부터 접종 시작까지 어떤 단계들을 거쳐야 하는지 이태린 기자가 정리했습니다. 새로운 왁신이 규제기관의 사용 허가를 받고 국민들의 대상으로 접종을 시작하기까지 광범위하고 엄격한 시험들을 통과해야 합니다. 우선 인간에 앞서 동물들을 대상으로 왁신을 시험하는데요. 신형 코로나 바이러스
performance out of the rocket. So I think they are diddling down in the sub-percent ranges.
And those heat fire stations temporarily closed.
Yeah, Forrest is hiked up there a bunch of times. That's where I thought it would be too. That I didn't even find that till found it. I don't think that's it. But I don't know. I have an email from Jim. I'll read it and I'll ask him for the exact coordinates. That one actually, from the pictures I've seen here, the road doesn't look too bad getting up to that fire safe lookout. And the road that Jim said he has to go on is pretty bad. Interesting.
Well, I found another building. Let me find it again.
That's definitely an old fire lookout, though I can stab money on it just looking at the damn staircase for the picture you sent me yesterday. Although it is a concrete building, so but yeah, I don't know that that's the same building that we're looking at. No. And there's nothing kind of looking through the cracks, so on the
right above all the panels is clear, so you don't have a walkway. But, looking at this picture again, that is something. You know, another thing about his pictures, his site is surrounded by trees, and this one is not. His site is surrounded by trees, and that fire lookout is not. He's got a tree right next to his building. And we got it does have a staircase. It might be the old fire lookout east of 376. I don't know. I'll send them an email now for the exact word.
Yeah, tell them we want to put a 100 ham radius up there.
Yeah. So that'll work. A bunch of old swamp pieces up there. The GC Street property. I have these more emails from him I haven't read yet. He talks about what he was building. Yeah, Bob, you could also store some of those guitars. Thank you very much. Are you going to have a room full of violins when this all gets done, Al?
No, I got two.
Yeah, we're still, tomorrow we're going to take pictures of all of them and do it that way. They're still a different part of the house, but now we need to take them all apart and take photos of all of them.
Take them all apart?
We'll take them for some application.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Al, maybe there's a Stradivarius in there.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a couple of them.
Yeah, but he said he didn't want any violins, so I'll have to pass him by.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
You said you didn't need no more.
Oh, I didn't. That was guitars.
Oh, you need more violins, huh?
Yeah.
There's a few. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 at the most that are complete. Dad used to say the violins are easy to get when nobody has the bows. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm pretty sure it's not. The cat is guarding the house. I think he's up to 22 pounds now, but yeah, my brother goes by there a couple of times a day.
Wow.
He don't want to mess with this cat. I don't think the claws have been touched 18 years. He's a big cat with big claws.
At least one thing, keep the rodent population down, right?
See, absolutely no droppings in that house. That's awesome. Good job. You probably need to keep the light.
That repeater he's got up there, I just sent you his latest email forward it to you. It's an APRM repeater.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't use any current to speak of at all.
No, it's got a fusion under it.
I can put in all the panels, and I don't know how they've got it set up, but with today's newer
PPP solar regulators and that, and running those things in series instead of the old thing of 12 volt 4 amp panels all parallel together. You put them in series and run some good high voltage DC. I mean, you could have a pretty nice setup with all those panels there be set.
I just sent you forward you his email on how he built the place.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, I've looked at whole ridge line. I can't see anything else on there, so.
I have a hunch that we're totally off. It's not where we think it is.
Oh, I absolutely agree, because the picture of the lookout and the picture of this building, they're two separate things.
It's different.
Yep, absolutely. It's somewhere up there, but not there. The lookout is definitely on a rocky damn piece of ground.
He said he removed 2 of the 3 microwave dishes, so that's only on the radio site, not a forest lookout.
Yeah.
Remember way back when he sent some earlier pictures, what was it, last year?
Yeah.
Before he started taking the apart pictures.
Okay, the power system's 48 volt 3-phase, so I have 48 self-converters. They have a DC to AC inverter.
The Wilcon converter thing in there, which was yeah.
All right, I found something else on the ridge. If anybody wants to take some coordinates down.
It's easier to send it, Kenny.
Oh, you guys, thanks for that.
We're lazy.
Yeah, the 2-meter net just ended. Yeah, I heard that Bob was over here. And, anyway, just want to say good morning to everyone. Get a chance to say ho, 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 or whatever's appropriate. Anyway, K3KHF, W7GLF in the month. W7GLF in the group, K3KHF. Well, you couldn't hear your voice this morning, right? And you came in just when it would have been your turn on the usual south to north. So the reason everybody was being quiet was we were waiting for you to understand. Anything you might have to say, we surely want to hear. Yeah, I have to get to one of those things that I thought I should do maybe 10-15 minutes a day is just turn the receiver on and take a pen and paper and try and copy CW for the. It's just a matter of practice, like anything else. You really want to run PhD next, and it would really be a hoop to try and do it with KX1. But that means I'm actually going to have to find my way to soldering up the tower. It's funny how things get in the way, and it's so much more done. I've had sometimes last week we had a break in the rain. I was out riding my bike and I discovered my front tire was flat, and I didn't have any plastic here with me, and I couldn't call my wife to come rescue me because she was off on a motorcycle jaunt, so I wound up walking my bike 2 miles back to the car, which did not suggest that I needed the exercise the night day. But, and you probably, I know it wouldn't have been any help if I had a had to get with me, because I hadn't done that for 12 to 15 years. And yesterday, I put it on, got out, sat out on my front porch, changed the tire, and the tube, and my goodness, if I'd had to do that, it would have been after. And so now I got the wheel back on the bike, but there's something wrong, something with the bike that doesn't go all the way. My trouble, you all don't want to see my trouble. You guys all get so much more done than I. It sounds great with the repeater there, Bob. Which repeater is that? I know there's a repeater up on Marion, and there's a repeater up on Vineyard Mountain. The one on Common Goose, that would be an easy one for you to get, obviously. Just kind of look at my now aspect. Common Goose is I don't know quite how you get. Isn't Common where the dump is? Yeah, but and Dan, I guess congratulations are in order for your son landing his job. Even though I'm sure you'll go to see him go all the way across the country to Chattanooga, and I hope it's a step up for him. And needs to be activated now and then, so I spend about an hour on this thing or more every day.
Yeah, pretty good therapy. Plus it makes you happy.
It's a lot of fun. It's challenging, to say the least. I mean, trying to make perfect landings or I haven't really gotten any of these flying IFR because I've been trying to the A36 Beechcraft is one of my favorites also.
Well, it sounds like you got pounded pretty good in the rain category. Yeah, it rained here, but as I was watching the radar, we missed the real intense rain. We had a lot of rain, but the bright yellow patches seemed to be off to the side, so we didn't get the horrendous downpour there that many folks did. Well, Chuck, I'll be expecting a Christmas package here. Cookies from the UQR kitchen there. You bet. You have some hidden talent. We didn't know that. You shouldn't tell people your hidden talent. Now we're going to expect some of those homemade cookies there. Oh, isn't it good? I mean, around Christmas time, I found myself looking for fudge. We don't have anybody that's doing fudge anymore. And I just, you ever get a hankering for a nice piece of fudge? Oh boy. How'd your fudge come out, John? Did you get that mailed off and on its way there? I think that maybe that was those packages that you took to the post office here the other day. You were telling us that you were able to address them, mail, put postage and all the whole enchilada there. Which that sounded like a pretty effective way to do things for sure. And okay, and your daughter coming out. Yeah. How does that work anyway when you said she has to be quarantined for 2 days? Is that 2 days before she gets to your house? Or, I didn't quite follow how that process went. Anyway, I know you're looking forward to that. And Chuck, 3 o'clock in the morning, or what do you think, 2 o'clock in the morning, that's pretty late. Yeah, I can imagine the band was pretty long that time of day.
The rhythm down. I've got 90% of them memorized. I think it's like 4 characters that I can't. I'm having trouble with. But if you want to get up there and practice and stuff on CW, let me know. I'd be glad to. I'm not up to. I might be up to 5 words a minute. So nothing real fast. Just don't blow me away. Okay, give me a little patience. But be glad to do that. Get me some practice in there too. All right, well, Ray, congratulations. Good to hear you in there. Glad you could make it. And everything's just good here, nice and quiet, and not much going on. So, all right, well, let me pass it on to Ray, W7GLS, KD7DRS.
Yeah, I missed whatever news you were talking about changes going on there. Something Bob said, it almost sounds like you're moving back east. I probably misheard that. KD7DRS, give me the thumbnail version of what's up, KD7DRS.
Oh, okay, my son works for Comcast in Tucson, Arizona, and he's got a really good job offer to move to Chattanooga, so, and it's a bump up, more money and more responsibility, so he's just trying to work out the timing on that, and like I said, eventually maybe this spring or early summer stuff, I'll be out there with my dad too, so we'll be like within 5 hours of each other. So that's my plan. My son, I hope he gets this position and stuff and gets this promotion, but yeah, my plan is to eventually get out there to North Carolina, but just a matter of timing. All right, back to you, W7GLS.
Yep, well, that's God's country out there. I know North Carolina. It's beautiful. Don't know that much about Chattanooga. Not sure. I think I've driven through it once or twice maybe. It's always fun when you hear names of cities when you're growing up. Say, wonder if I ever visited there. Then you find yourself driving through that. I remember I went through that. There's a place they used to always talk about. What the heck is now? Now can't remember the name of the town anymore. In New Jersey. This town I kept hearing about. One day I just found myself driving through it. Not Passaic. It was. I can't think of the name of it. It used to always be kind of referred to as being out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, it'll come to me. All I remember is this is really interesting because they had the entire city, all the street lights and everything. It looks like it's going back into the 1800s, maybe early 1900s. They have all the old street lamps and everything. It's really an interesting place. And hopefully before I sign next door in, I'll remember where I'm trying to think of. It's terrible. I can't remember. I think it was very close to Passaic. That's why I keep thinking Passaic. But I think it's very close. Maybe you know where I'm talking about, Bob. Somewhere near the Lincoln Tunnel. That's all I know. K3KHF, W7GLF. W7GLF in the group. K3KHF. Yeah. That's everything I don't know about out in Jersey where they kept the old, they kept it looking like early 20th. Sounds like a fun place to visit. But I don't know the place. Sounds very interesting. I'll be interested to hear when you finally get. Be interested to hear when you. Well, sometimes it'll come to you. It always does. I don't know how that is. Dan, let's do a CW contact. That sounds like fun. I'm pretty good on the letters, but the night that we did the QSO on the night that I did the QSO with Ray with my little KX1 running 1.7 watts, I forgot the symbol for period, and so Ray told me he was running, I forget how many watts, and I said, well, I'm running 1, and I spelled out period 7. I've forgotten what the code for a decimal point was. That's what I'm going to read out on. C++, huh? Is that what Arduino's program is? C++ is an interesting language. I've had some experience writing C++, but I gather that's the standard for embedded systems. My buddy Roger, who's in D7PA, I think, he's been in this group before, is instructor in EE and classes in embedded systems. They all write C++. C++ is a very subtle language when you get into it. What would it be? You can tell it that the plus sign doesn't mean plus anymore. It means 16 different things. And it's always dangerous to do stuff like that. Anyway, C++ is an interesting language. W7PUA in the group K3KH. K3KHF in the group W7PUA. Yes, sir. And interestingly, Arduino modifies the C++ language a little bit. They relax some of the requirements of being able to, like you don't have to declare a function before you use it. If it's there, it automatically gets declared. Some little subtle differences like that. The language is fun to run. It's run through the GCC compiler, which is a C++ compiler. It's just that they've changed, done little pre-editing of the file. So in any event, that's what they use. C++,
it started out as a really good idea about 30 years ago, and over the years, I think they've allowed it to get expanded to the point where they've lost some of the old spirit of it, and in doing so, have not made it better. So they've gotten to the point now where you can do almost every operation in 3 different ways or 5 different ways, and no two people do it the same, and C never had that problem. There was fundamentally one way to do all these things, and that works just great. So the improvements that they've made, with in quotation marks, are not totally the United States. Well, in any event, that's what it is, and the object-based programming with Cambridge C++ is what causes the plus sign to take on all the areas. Meetings and the overloading and all that stuff is both beneficial and detrimental all at once. Okay, let's see, that's about it. You guys have a great day. Good luck with all the things going on, and we will see you on tomorrow. So 7-3, and have a great day. PDXh0b0 W7PUS.
All right, thank you, W7PUS, PDXh0b0. Okay, I'm just going to watch it out for slides and stuff, so we have some of the rain, and we'll get some more stuff. But we look forward to CW contact KTK Bob is anytime you want to set a time and a frequency, we can do it. Just let me know what's convenient for you, and we'll be ready to go. So, I'll be here, and otherwise, there's something else I was going to mention. We'll give me something to talk about tomorrow. So. Yeah, have a great day. It's already after 9 o'clock. Get things are rolling here, and be safe. Enjoy the beautiful weather, and we will catch you all tomorrow. Let me know what's a good, if you want to set it up now, or we can set it up later, because we got 2 more days before the straight key day comes up. So. All right, pass it on to you, Ray, W7GRS, KD7GRS.
It's frustrating, I can't remember the name. This place, I've got a massive mistake, and I don't see anything. But I thought memory served me. Maybe it's not north of Passaic, but it was north, I think, just north of Passaic. Anyway, I'll have to stumble through it. I was thinking there was a reference to it on some W.C. Fields routine, of all things. Anyway, I was just surprised when I ran into it. I didn't even... I just can't remember. That was years ago when I was just driving through New Jersey, working... I don't remember. I probably was doing this lottery. I'm not sure why I was commuting back in New Jersey, New York, but I'd be constantly bouncing across that thing, and so I just decided to do a little sightseeing. So anyway, whatever. I'll have to sit here and look at the map. It'll come to me, of course, when I'm least trying to remember it. Anyway, not much else going on. Yeah, the CW, that sounds good. Yeah, I've been kind of listening, this guy W7PO has a CW CD that you can burn on a CD. I'm not sure that you can, Bob. Maybe I could zip the file and send them to you. Because he has it packed on an ISO image, which Mac may not be able to generate. I'm not sure you're at home. I can send you the zip files. They're all a bunch of MP3 files. And when you get about halfway through it and you have example contacts, the contact at various speeds, and he's the best. He's just a little bit faster than I can copy, which is good. I think he's going along, and he speeds up as he gets further and further along. He mentions that he can copy at 55 words a minute. Well, yeah, right. I'd be happy to copy at 15 words a minute. I'd be really happy if I ever get back to 15. Of course, 20 is the goal. That seems to be where most hams set, except TV setting around 20, 25 seems to be a kind of a standard speed for the faster guy. Anyway, we'll talk to everyone tomorrow, and darn it, drive me nuts. Oh man, they used to refer to it as a commercial. Commercial is this town. It's kind of famous for being like in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's really. I was very surprised. It's really a nice town. Okay, well, it'll come. I know it's coming. But I know it's close. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, 7-3 all. We'll probably know by tomorrow. I'll email you if I can find out what it is. K3KHF, W7GLF. W7GLF in the group, K3KHF. It's going to come to you just as soon as everybody signs here. That's the way these things are. Yeah, Dan, let's get together and have a get. I'll flip you an email, or maybe you flip me an email, and we'll arrange a schedule. We'll get on. I don't know where my key confidence is today, but I'll be happy to. But I'm sure it's very, very slow. I turn on the radio and I hear CW that's very, very slow, and I think, oh, this is going to be easy, and then I sit down with my pen and my notebook and I find myself so that's that. I didn't want to get on tonight, and really want to do a QRP show hopefully before safety tonight with the KX1. I'm sure that I can get power to the thing. We'll be fine, and then the next time it's going to be opening up the box and redoing those battery connectors now that the other time. So they get really nice. Okay, but I have a friend who we had a project together doing strange arcane applied mathematics where we needed much computer time back in the early 90s. Probably do it about a minute and a half a day. But my friend, he's very, very clever. We wrote some whole thing which people didn't generally do for numerical calculation. We wrote this whole thing in C++, and my friend wrote this thing that would go sneaking around at all hours of the morning and see if there were any computers in the building that weren't used, and then it would find it to run off the computer and this program extra fun.
Well, one of the drawbacks on the 80% is they did pass some laws to where you had to own your own equipment to finish them. So that started limiting them a little bit. We were get together, four guys,
he's got to pay another $2,000 a month for the rent.
And I said, well, in that case, I would move my stuff out, and he could move his stuff out and let the other guy suffer when he moves all his stuff. But Doug said, no, that won't work because the lease is in his name, and he just get nailed for it anyway.
Anyway, I've got a lot of stuff in the driveway, or the carport area that I have to move to get the car and the airplane in there. We'll see how that goes. Order 1, W7YW and 7KYK.
Yeah, 7KYK, W7YW. Okay, yeah, that's an idea, Ed. I'll see if there's something in the menu to turn that on. Either that or I've got the plug turned one over. I thought maybe I had it in the wrong plug-in in the back, but it isn't. It goes in the remote jack back there. But I'll check the menus to see. And also, okay, on the Night Viking tuner, that could be in the works. I have an LDG automatic 600 tuner, but I don't know where the darn adapter, the plug-in part is. The plug-in to give it the power so you can read the tuner. I had it in the motorhome. I used it years ago. I haven't used it for a long time. So I used it in the motorhome, but I don't know what happened to the adapter or charger, whatever you call it, of course that plugs in. That makes it so you can see what's going on. So if I find that'd work for him. I also have a big old tuner sitting right here on the shelf. It's a MFJ 962C, which is it's a manual tuner. It's a 1.5 kilowatt tuner. It's a good tuner. I used to use it down at the Lookout Tower when I was down there. And it's big. It's kind of big, but I could hook that up too, just for 80 meters. But the more stuff I get like that, the harder it is for him because he can't see. So if you can imagine shutting your eyes all day and trying to work a new radio and a tuner and everything else, it's really hard for him. He's got to try to learn this radio because it's different from his other one. His other one was a 690 Kenwood. It's all laid out different. So he's got to learn this radio and the least other things that he has to go with it, the better. But anyway, it'll take a while, but he'll get it figured out. I'll be home for a couple more weeks to help him, so see if we can get things figured out. Probably just get another antenna, be the easiest, and get rid of that D5RV and just put up a 4080 dipole maybe. If it's you can get a dipole or MFJ dipole, 40 and 80, and shouldn't need a tuner with that. So that might be the easiest thing, but that's a springtime job, not a wintertime job. So anyway, thanks for the input anyway. Over to you, Ed, W7UJ, W7YW.
Yeah, okay, W7YOWW. Well, you'll get it now, Ron. It's all these things
have a problem doing it.
Yeah.
You bake it on?
Yeah.
How'd that work?
Well, a friend of mine did mine for me. He was doing that there to his home. He did that.
Maybe it was mouse.
Depends if you can sleep in.
I'm usually up around 2:30 to 4:30 in the morning, and then take a nap later on. Today, for some reason, I stayed in bed until after 7:30.
That was the way I was too.
And highly unusual.
Yeah, I got up at first.
7, you're at. got around and got a cup of coffee and got out and set at the kitchen table too long, and then I went and took a shower and got ready for the day, and now I'm got to go get my weekend projects all lined up and get those all taken care of. So because tomorrow's garbage day, I've got to get that all put in the bin.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning there. How you doing, Gary? Oh, doing pretty good. Just sitting here yakking. Yeah, you were so loud you woke me up. What do you mean not so loud that I woke you up? Your radio signal. For heaven's sake, it's just there for us. Well, I don't know what to tell you, it's loud. Well, sorry about that. Oh, don't be. Where you located? Oh, this is Jesse. I'm just up here south of Oklahoma.
Okay. Oh, you're running about 10 over here.
You get it fixed, Jesse? Yeah. I don't have it in line yet, though. It's still sitting out in the pickup. I just woke up, literally. Well, you made a hard trip. What was wrong with it? A lot of cold solder joints. Ah. They'll get you every time. Who works that for you, Jesse? Dennis? Oh, he's good. Dale, he's still there? Good morning, Gary. Good morning. KF7ZIY, did Mike already secure? Yep, he went the other way. Okay, roger that. Yeah, I was talking to somebody on one of the local repeaters here and was in QSY to hear, but it sounds like it's a wrap. So, good morning to you, Gary. KF7ZIY. I guess maybe we'll see you on to tomorrow evening net. More than likely, you have a good day. Check out 17 meters today on that hex beam. The 17 has been running fairly good here lately. Okay, roger that. Yeah, I was listening to 17 yesterday. We had the tower down most of the way, though, because they were saying we're going to get some strong winds. So I got up this morning and went outside and cranked it up because it's calm here in Vancouver. So, okay, Gary, hey, have a good day, and I'll catch you later. KF7ZIY, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you there. You take care.
Yeah, it is today, Gary. I guess they got a big landslide that blocked all of Highway 84, a mile or two below Mount Valley.
I had record rainfall here at the house.
Well, after they graded our road, we got a few lakes out here.
I don't know if we had a record rainfall last night, but we sure had enough.
I had over 1.3 inches.
Holy smoke, you had quite a bit over there.
Yeah. The highest I've seen before was last month at 1.03.
Well, it is that time of year, Ron.
Yeah.
It'll put a damper on your flying, won't it?
I got out with one person last Monday, and that was it. And I don't know if there'll be much going on this week. Okay. I was wondering, would you be interested in taking my net a week from tomorrow? I've got an appointment at 8 o'clock that morning.
Well, we could probably work it in. And then I got to do the one that you want to do Tuesday. You got an appointment Tuesday.
Tuesday morning or evening?
Tuesday morning.
No, Tuesday won't work. I got a PT session at 7 o'clock.
All right, we'll give it a shot and see what we can do. I've pretty booked up all through the weekend, so they want me to try and do the 75-meter noontime net on Saturday.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, with everybody kind of yelling and screaming and just piling up on top of each other.
Now, half the battle, at least for me, is I have so much background noise I can barely hear a lot of the net control.
You're going to be doing 75 meters or 40 meters, Gary?
75 meters. Jerry asked me to do it about a month ago.
So even right now, I'm about 3 or 4 dB over S9 for noise level here.
Well, I got my attenuator on, and I'm down to, I got my RF gain cranked up to 3, but everybody's coming through.
I can turn on the, I've got a noise canceling, RF noise canceling device in one with a coax. If I turn that on, it'll cut it down to about S7, but it does not, everybody else's tunes goes down as well, so there's really no advantage by using it.
I have a question for you. Do you run your preamp on your radio all the time?
Rarely.
Boy, I thought I was bad. If I turn my preamp, then I'll go up to about an S7, but most of the time it's about an S2 to S3.
I never run mine hardly.
No. For the most part, the preamp never gets used nor the attenuator.
Well, I use my attenuator when it's really, really, when I got a lot of noise coming in, like your atmospheric noise, but in general rule, I have it turned off. That's a voice machine. I've been fighting this voice machine for 5 years now, and I put some big old heavy, what are they? Blocks. Okay. They're cylindrical type affair. I can't think of what the name of them is right now. But I got 2 of them on it, and it didn't even phase it. And I made it to circles, and I'm going to make 2 more of them, but I got to support the cable because they're so big. Each one of these things weighs about a half a pound.
I'm sorry, Nancy was in here. What did you think?
Now, if I'm going to go back through this, I don't know if I can say it right. My voice machine has a frequency drive motor on it. So what I do is that I hear the frequency drive motor as it spins up and spins down. And I have put these pieces on the extension cord to try and isolate RF that's coming off of it. It has an alpha bar.
So you're putting carriage cords on it?
Yeah, these are great big ones. They're about 2 inches long, and they're about, 1.5 inches in diameter.
No, I've got stuff like that on the coax from years ago. I've pretty much proven that the noise is not coming from here. A number of years ago, I turned the house off completely, and I was running on the battery, which I normally do, and it was no different. But I did have an occasion where we had a power failure in the neighborhood. We were out of electricity for about half a day, and I came out here right away and turned on the radio, and my noise level was down to S2.
Well, that's when the neighborhood goes quiet here, I go quiet. I pick up a lot of noise. We got just right across, about 2 blocks away, I've got the 1711 beer hall, and there's a little strip mall over there. But that's generally pretty quiet. But when I turn over towards the Jackson School with my 6-meter feed, boy, does it come up hot and heavy.
You got more people over there. I have people just across behind the shed here at the fence, and that's the end of our property. And on the other side, about 50 feet away, is multi-family dwellings, several of them with trail death.
Hey, Gary?
Yes, sir?
How far away are you from a gas station?
Oh, the closest gas station's almost 3/4 of a mile down towards Multnomah, or Farmer Boulevard.
I don't know if that's too far or not, but I'll tell you what, if you ever been in Mobile and you pull into these gas stations, they do computerized stuff. Boy, are they noisy.
Well, I've never been Mobile, but I haven't Mobile for years. I don't have any Mobiles in my vehicles, but where I pick it up the most on my 6-meter beam, I can turn over towards Ron, over Beaverton, and sweep clear around towards, clear down towards Bridgeport Village, and I don't have hardly any noise. But on 6 meters, when I come up and I spin around and I point over towards the center of town, Hormuz, and over towards the southwest from me, because my house runs directly east and west, that's where I pick it up the most. And Jackson School happens to be right in that neighborhood. KA7FQP.
WA7GF.
W7GF.
But it's possible that when you're pointing the 6-meter beam towards the noise, you're also getting stuff off the West Hill.
Well, that's a possibility too, but when I go directly north is where the KGUN tower is from me. I don't hardly pick up any noise at all.
Well, but to the right of it gets noisy?
Yep, all the way from the right clear over to the east.
You got Mount Scott with a bunch of broadcast stuff up there, as well as commentary stuff.
Oh yeah, when the band gets bad, I can actually pick up PDX on 39, 15, something like that.
Well, it's always got something detecting, like you have resistance on one of your lines.
Well, that's what I thought. And then the telephone line goes haywire. I was being absolutely quiet, and I hadn't spoken to anybody on the radio. And Norma came down, and she says, starts in on me, were you transmitting? And I said, no, I wasn't. Why? Well, there was the voice came on our telephone while I was talking.
And she could understand it?
Yes.
That means it was AM.
Well, that's what I figured, too. And it's, the sad situation is you tell these people in the telephone company, I've had them out here. This year I haven't had them out here quite so bad. But the line gets the noisy from there, wherever they're patching stuff together down here towards Barber. We had a guy come out, and he listened to it, and then he went down to this patch point, and he found a whole bunch of bad connections down there, and then it cleared up.
Many years ago, when I'd come off of the freeway on the Taylor's Ferry Road exit, I was listening to KDX on the car radio. And as I continue down the Taylor's Ferry, just past the stop sign there at the top, you get a lot of buzzing in there, and I was getting a lot of background noise on the 80 meter band at the house, because I wasn't that far from there. And I called the phone company, and I called Comcast, and they came up with nothing, so I called PGE, and they came out, and we went up by this one telephone pole, a power pole rather. And there was a transformer there, which it seemed to be okay, but there was a broken insulator up there, and we also determined there was a cut connection between copper and aluminum. A couple months later, they came out and repaired it and got quiet. And just last week, the fellow that I worked with at the PT, who lives south of Washington Square, a little ways, happens to live on a street that I ride by on the bike, so I knew where he lived. He was telling me that when he listens to a sports talk radio station on AM as he drives to his house, he gets a lot of buzz. So I went over there with in my car on Wednesday, and sure enough, it's really noisy there, and I took out the transistor radio and walked the neighborhood a little bit, and narrowed it down to 2 phone posts, and took a couple of photographs with the camera phone, and texted those over to him so he can contact them and give him the telephone pole numbers and the unit number on the one CATV amplifier. Most likely to leak the amplifier.
Yeah, those amplifiers, they get them turned up because they want them to handle as much bandwidth as they can, and they're trying to run it over coax, and it doesn't really work over coax that well. It does to a fashion, but they've got to amplify it. I'm surprised that I'm not getting into their amplifiers up here for Comcast, to be honest with you. But nobody in the neighborhood has ever said a word to me about anything.
Yeah, well, most likely, in this case here, the noise is coming from the amplifier, and there's probably poor connections on either coax or something where it's leaking out. And I, too, have not had any complaints from people really nasty because I kill the telephone system here. I used to kill our computer network and I have to reload the operating parameters into the router all the time, but I have enough chokes in the system around the house now that things are okay there. The only other victim was the Blu-ray player. It would turn on and off when I'd have the amplifier on, sometimes even with just 100 watts here, because the antenna's right over the top of the house. Well, that problem's taken care of because I killed a Blu-ray player a few weeks ago. It would only spin the disc. It would not, no signal coming out of it, and no control of the push buttons anymore.
Catch you guys later. Breakfast is ready. W7, you're in.
See you later, Vern.
Take care, Vern. We'll talk after you after a while. Well, that sounds about like this. My one leg's running over the top of the house, and one of them runs. In order to fit this thing on a 100-foot lawn, I've got one leg that runs directly west, and then I've got the other leg of my 75-meter antenna runs towards the southeast, and it's pretty quiet in the house until I changed over to LED lights in the ceiling. And if I get to pushing, close to 1,500, I usually keep my amplifier down to about 400 or 500. But if I get to pushing 1,500, I turn those lights on and off.
Well, I said, no, don't worry about it. And that was the only complaint I had over there in 33 years, and over here I have had zero complaints. On their coax on the cable TV, so. Please,
And we did work on the side of the house. We forgot to connect the coax back.
Hampshire, nobody else is active right now. A lot of the old timers passed away. A lot of the younger people were 2 meters. They're not even there now. Yeah, BOX. He must have changed his call. Did he have good things to say about me or what?
He did say some things, but I don't want to repeat them on the air. No, he just mentioned the fact that he knew you through it. check-ins and our visitors. Come now, please. Good morning, sir. A7AI, no comment. Over. Hi, George. Your ears must have been burning. Alpha Charlie 7, Alpha India. We have 2 pieces of traffic listed, both from the same delightful young lady. And one of them is going to you directly. The other is going to Arizona. So could you call Kilo Echo 7 Delta Romeo Tango and arrange, please? Roger. Thank you. Break. 87 DRT 7AI. How copy?
To you, yes, I have one for you and one for Arizona. Over.
Roger, roger. Down to 20?
Down to 20. See you there, 87 DRT.
Thank you, Hal. 70, I shall return. Very good. Okay, that's all taken care of. I love it when a plan comes together. Any other early check-ins and our visitors come now?
Okay, Mr. George, good morning to you. It's yours first, Roger.
Right now, these are your first 2 is it possible to email those over? Maybe a little better. Give it a try.
Okay, I'll give it a try. 1, 2, 0. Hotel X-ray call.
Full float on it. Soldered onto it. Hooked up. Well, when they did that, they made the capacitance of the antenna change so much that it moved me down to 3,700. So I had to take my analyzer and put on there, and I finally got it up to about 80, 3.9, 80 or 3.990, somewhere in there. And that's what I've got it, but I feed it with some LMR 400 solid. It runs the LMR, one piece of the LMR 400 solid out of the jack here up to the apex of the antenna, and then it's got a no balance, no nothing. It's just got a what they years ago you could, I don't know if you can still buy them or not, but these were made by Radio Shack, and I had 3 of them, and I had 2 of them that were bad, and all you did was solder your wire onto each side of it and then hook your coax in the middle of it. So I don't use a balun or anything. I was going to put a current balun up there, but it takes so long to take the stupid pole down. I just said, fight that basically hard line with that LMR 400 because it's got a number 10 solid core center conductor. So I just have to take it down and put the balun up there.
Yeah, I'm feeding this with LMR 400 also. That's some heavy, stiff wire.
Yeah, this has got the plastic jacket on it. It isn't like the newer stuff. It's got the flexible jacket on it. This is something that the company was going to throw it away because they'd had a company that bought it for them, and then they said they didn't want to use it. So I got some RGA to X and made up a couple of cables to replace them with, and they were happier than all get out when I put those on there, and everything worked fine. But this LMR 400 is so stiff that even when I put it up, it was hard to work with.
Yeah, I have the balun at the bottom. At the bottom of the plexiglass pole. So, then it's the LMR's, I don't know, probably 30 inches long, which is too long because I didn't want to cut it, down and put a new end on it because it was for another antenna. This there was just something I threw up and it happened to work.
Well, they work. That's all that matters. Well, listen, Jesse, I got to go. You have a great day. Take care of yourself. Maybe we'll talk with you guys this afternoon. And all those good guys today. This is KJ7OTQ. This is KA7FTP. You have a good morning.
Okay, Gary. Yeah, I haven't even had my first cup of coffee yet, so I'm going to go downstairs and get my coffee and get that amp hauled up here to this room. That's going to be a chore and a half. So I'm carrying that heavy SPC-20 upstairs. Yeah, enjoy your day. I got a lot of stuff to do to get this station back online where it's supposed to be. KJ7OTQ.
Region of the Radio Relay International System. Those stations checking into the net are expected to monitor unless excused by the net control. They are also expected to handle traffic listed for their section. The net control is Kilo Charlie 7 Zulu Bravo. My name is Al. I'm located in Hillsboro, Oregon. And right now I'm calling for emergency traffic. Have anybody else with written traffic? We have any check-ins and or visitors for DRN7. Come now, please. Okay, I'm going to go through the sections as we have them. So far from Canada, I've got Victor Echo 7 Delta Echo Hotel Ron and Victor Echo 7 Golf November Mike. Further from Canada. So far, Idaho is blank. Anybody from Idaho? From Montana, we've got November 7 Charlie Mike Juliet left. Any further from Montana? From Oregon, we've got myself, Kilo Charlie 7 Zulu Bravo Hal. Any further from Oregon? Okay, from Washington, we've got Alpha Charlie 7 Alpha India George, Kilo Alpha 7 Charlie Tango Lynn, Kilo Echo 7 Delta Romeo Tango Anita, November 7 Group, Whiskey 7 Echo Delta Quebec Chuck, Whiskey Alpha 7 Kilo Charlie Kilo Kim, Kilo India 7 Victor Echo Mike, Whiskey Alpha 7 Victor Lima Tango Walt, and a visitor Lars, Whiskey 7 Charlie X-Ray. Any further from Washington?
Recheck AC7AI.
Hi George, how'd you feel?
Receive 2, over.
Very good, thank you, sir. And Nita? And thank you both. And Mike? Okay, and thank you, Chuck. And so KI7VE is back from getting his practice. And Victor Echo 7 Golf November. Mike, you back also? Very good. And so how'd you do on your copy practice, KI7VE?
some of those radiograms, I'll make it short, and I was trying to fill them in to Nita, Wisconsin. Something stopped.
Oh, okay. What, she didn't quite follow the, what you had, printed in front of you, verbatim?
Well, because I'm left-handed, a little shaky, but, no, I got the gist of the message. There was, the way George was all been hypnotized. That was the first one was
Oh, okay. Well, practice makes perfect, buddy. Way to go. Okay, and this is Kilo Charlie 7 Zulu Zulu Bravo 4, the DRN7 morning net. Do we have anybody else any direction with anything for the net? Well, please pass.
Last night, after the other nest, I noticed a lot of activity down on Alaska. We've activated that station, and we were trying to United States taking their request for Christmas, and it was really neat. So, this is between about 7 and 8 weeks. That was long. Over here in Texas. Over here in Ohio. You'll see a coffee Santa Claus there, no?
Well, thanks, Walt. I'll pass that along on other nets. Thank you for the information. Sometimes much better.
Right, George?
Roger, roger.
Okay, that's all I had. WH0b0. I'll put my grandkids on there tonight. Yeah, he was coming in probably about 10:04 to me. So anyhow, good luck to hearing him and everything, so see what you can do. Well, yeah, the band gets long there real quick and it's kind of neat, but that one was particular, I guess, but I was really impressed with Santa Claus. I wish I had the talent to talk to kids, little kids like that. It was really neat. Okay, back to that, WH0b0.
Very good. And do we have anybody else with anything for the net? Okay, I guess we'll wrap this one up for the day, for the morning anyway. VE7DEH Rod, you may secure it. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Joe. Hope you have a good day and 70 trees from VE7DEH.
You too, sir. Mike, Victor Echo 7 Golf November, you may secure it. Thank you. Very good. Okay, last chance from Idaho. Okay, from Montana, November 7, Charlie Mike Juliet Les, you may secure. You too, sir. Okay, George, Alpha Charlie 7 Alpha India, thanks for all the work, and you may secure. Roger, roger, roger. Thanks for running that, Hal. Wish everyone a good day. A70 Eichler. Roger. Okay, we'll try to get out of the way here real quick. Lynn, Kilo Alpha 7, Charlie Tango Tango, you may secure, thank you.
Yes, sir. KDXh0b0. Good day to everyone. Stay dry. KDXh0b0. Good.
Very good. Nita, Kilo Echo 7 Delta Romeo Tango 88. You may secure, dear. Flooding sounds like fun. Very good. Okay, Chuck, W7EDQ. You may secure, sir. You too, sir. Ken, WA7KCK. You may secure.
Okay, very fine. I got mail over there. Gentlemen that has love of this, just, I don't know who really knows this at all, but really, not the title of not there is right. I didn't know who really knew that. Anyway, W7KC will be clear, and have a happy new year, and thank you. All the here, all the rest. W7KC good.
Okay. Mike, Kilo Echo 7 Victor Echo, thank you for that information, and you may secure, sir. Whoa, WA7VLD, thank you, you may secure. Very good. Large, Whiskey 7 Charlie X-Ray, thank you for stopping by. We'll be back here again this afternoon at 3 o'clock. And you're welcome to come aboard. You may secure, sir. Very good. This is Kilo Charlie 7 Zulu Bravo, during the DRN7 morning session, and turning the frequency over to Mike and George, KC7 CCB. Does Nita still have to be on frequency? DRC, Nita, are you still here by chance? Nothing heard. Standing by for KI7 Victor Echo. If it's important, George, I'll call it. Yes, I need a zip code for her message to Arizona. I need a zip code for her message to Arizona. I'll be right back. WA7BLC. I'll stay here till I hear from you. Right? KI7BEA 70F. Okay, Mike, you still have my phone number? Mike, I have totally lost you. Do you still have my phone number? Please give me a phone call.
Relay now.
Oh, yeah, he barely cannot hear you, Mike. He wants you to give him a phone call.
I will do that.
Thank you, Hal. 70I. Welcome, George. Is that one in Arizona going to a ham? Next year. Okay, because I've got my call sign searching up. Roger, I appreciate that very much. No, it's going to a private individual. If I'm going to send it via NPS, I got to have a zip code. So, and she didn't give me that. She couldn't give me the phone number, but so I didn't think of it at the time. Okay. Let's see. What town's it going to? Well, it's going to one of those towns, I'm guessing, has several zip codes. Maricopa, M-A-R-C, Maricopa, Arizona. Hey, sir, before you Roger. Well, it's got to go up through the NTS system to get down to Arizona. I appreciate your offer, Chuck. I understand. I appreciate that. But it's never been into the national traffic system yet. So I'm going to send it through that down towards Arizona. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't understand the first. Thank you, George. Thank you for your offer, Chuck. Much appreciated.
Okay, they only show a couple of zip codes from Maricopa, George.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I got it down here somewhere, and I gotta find out where I wrote it. 85138.
Say again?
85138.
Roger.
You want to take that and run with it, George?
No. If you have up, I'll certainly go with that.
Okay, I got a second number, so I got to call it real quick.
Roger, she said she's going to go out sledding, I think, so we might have missed her.
Just went to a recording. I'm going to call the house here now.
Thank you all, the 1870.
Okay, do you have the street address?
Yes. No. That's the other thing we didn't need, since we had a phone number. It's easy to get spoiled.
Maricopa's got 43,400 people in it.
Yeah, right. That's a little bigger than my little burg here. But, apparently there's a need to reacquaint myself with sending stuff out over the NTS system. I've been spoiled by the RRI system, and so I got to condition myself to get the address and zip as well as the phone station. So I hope Walt can make contact so we can confirm that zip, but otherwise I'll just, I guess, go with what you give me there.
Actually, we've got two listed, 85138, 85139.
Roger. The other thing I might try is putting the phone pictures in there, and sometimes that pops up an address and zip. AC7AI. Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, well, call me. My grandson.
Eight 5-1-3-9er. Roger, Roger. Yeah, I forget on this NPS stuff that I need to have a zip code to forward it for them, so I forgot all about that. So, you want to give me their street address while you're at it, so I've got everything?
Roger. Is 5-0-9-8.
Roger, Roger. Is Val Vista one word or two? Copy one. I repeat, the address figure is 5-0-5-9-8. Direction west, Val Vista Road. Roger.
Yeah, I'm here. All right. Well, thanks for keeping me. What happened? That my phone's here. Well, called out the bell. Evidently, I meant to call the house, and I tried to find the house number, so I didn't have it together. What I called the but I don't know, I ended up talking to an old friend down in the right there. It was pretty wild, yeah, so whatever vibrated in your ear, I'm glad you got the message. Okay. Well, I just wanted to thank you for your video, so for AC-798, I was AC-798. AC-7AI, and here for WH-760. Love you guys, have a great day, and make sure I get back to you.
Go ahead, George. And I want to thank Walt and Hal. They were both working on ways to try and solve the dilemma as well. And thank you for your call back, Nita. Much appreciated. You have fun in the snow. This is AC-70I, 7388.
Mr. George, and I'll have more coming, Roger.
Thank you, AC-70I.
Thanks, Walt, and Hal, if you're listening, thank you. I'll remember this program important. You know, like I'm sitting there, they're running me up.
88, sweetheart. AC-7ZZB.
AC-7ZZB. Hal, thank you for your efforts. AC-70I.
Not a problem, buddy. You have a great day. AC-7ZZB.
You do the same, sir. Thank you, Walt. Have a good one. WWLTA 70I, 73.
Stay out of trouble over there, young lady. Yeah. Okay, catch you later. WA7BLT.